Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander viewers are warned that this program may contain images and sounds that relate to deceased persons. Previously on the circuit.
I'm not staying on.
What about your family?
You can visit as much as you like. We'll come with you.
I'm saying you're okay and that you're needed here.
You're gonna do time.
I can't do it.
You're not a father. You're a fucking stranger.
I find I have no alternative but to sentence you to 12 months imprisonment.
I never realised how much you can miss being outside.
You can go out into the garden.
It's not the same, eh? You can only see half the sky. Just what's inside the walls.
Well, you'll be out soon and then you'll be whinging about the flies and the bloody pindon never washing out of your clothes.
Nah. That's what I missed when I was in Melbourne too, eh? Couldn't keep away from the place. Mum came in yesterday. She's looking better.
Your dad come in?
Did you expect him to?
You never know.
Talk to him, sis. Just want to tell him I'm sorry. Sorry for shaming him. You can talk him into coming, right? You could always get through to him.
I'll talk to him. But I'm back on the circuit tomorrow, so, you know, it might take a while.
I'm not going anywhere, am I?
Your Honour, the sad fact is there was no one outside the centre who could help this young man and give him support. His friends and family all drink, and being on the wagon in these circumstances is very difficult.
Is that okay to sit in there?
Yeah, what's your name?
Carl under time. No, just visiting.
Oh, okay.
Failing this, he has indicated to me that he will make plans to go to a dry community.
Mr. Ellis, are you in negotiations for a place at the centre?
Yes, Your Honour, we are.
All right, well, I think it's best that we remand your client in custody until at least tomorrow while we wait for news of replacement.
So,
Thank you, Your Honour.
what did you do to be in here?
Stand up, please. Peter Kilkenny, is that your name? Do you understand the charges against you? How do you plead?
Not guilty, Your Honour.
So you two are met?
You may sit down.
Sam Wallen, Carl Enderton. Carl's my replacement.
It was alleged that on the 13th
There you go.
of last
Sam's your mentor and right-hand man.
several shopkeepers
I'm so sorry.
Don't worry. It happens all the time. I must have the face of a crim, eh?
the defendant clearly
Drew here.
told him
He's your man.
he was looking for
We're really lucky to have him.
mislaid to
I'm sure.
You picked a good time to arrive.
and was happy to
Cyclone warning out.
officers to
We on watch.
Cool.
Who's Mr. Davidska?
It's 200 kilometres north-northwest, travelling at 15 kilometres an hour. Wind speeds of 145 kilometres. It's a Category 3. So, cyclone permitting, we're going to have some welcome drinks for Carl tonight, so can everyone make it?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll try, but I've got a couple of things that I really have to take care of.
Thank you so much for your welcome. I'm so excited to be here, finally. It's taken a while for me to pass all my exams to be able to practice here. But I always wanted to work with Aboriginal people, so I apply and here I am.
Well, we'll keep you busy.
Yeah, you can say that again. How is he?
Fine. You know. I just don't think I can make it tonight.
Is there anything I can do?
But thanks.
No.
Welcome aboard, Carl.
Thank you.
Have you heard Harry Pope's back at the Mish?
When did he get back?
Yesterday I heard. Must have thought he'd been away long enough for the hoo-ha to die down. As if anyone was going to believe that he was away on land council business. Slunk off with his tail between his legs.
Wish he'd stayed there.
Hope that magistrate friend of yours isn't going to let him back in court. That's what he'll be expecting.
I don't know. Where's the aspirin?
Lost some of his shine, has he?
Mum, I've got a headache. Please.
She's heading towards Category 4. Cyclone Tracy was a Category 4.
You want to worry when it hits 5, mate. A KYAG, they call it.
What's that?
Kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah. Look at this. I got it from the guy in this bar. Says it's from around this area.
Around here? The people around here don't do dot painting. I think you've been taken for a ride. You know, like played a trick.
But he seems such a genuine guy.
Did the guy who sold you this tell you what mob did the painting by any chance?
Says it's one bala.
Oh. Excuse me a moment, will you?
Beautiful woman, come.
Don't you beautiful woman me. How much did you sting him for?
Eh?
Raymond Chance, you want to be with me, you better knock that nonsense off. You understand what I'm telling you here?
Yes, dear.
Celebration.
New lawyer.
I missed Drew around here. He's a good man.
Yeah, he is. How's Clary?
In jail. How would you be?
Walk away, Archie. It's for your own good. You're a white fella, he's black. There's too much difference between you.
You know what, Sam? I don't have the energy to argue with you, with any of you. It's narrow-minded fucking attitudes like that that put Clary where he is now. But you don't want to hear it.
You seen Bella around?
Well, here we are again. Doesn't seem that long since the last one. So, Carl, we'd like to welcome you to the fold, and we hope you'll stay with us for some time, and that your time here will be challenging and a lot of fun. Here's to Carl.
To Carl. Carl.
$10 says he wants to get to know us all and learn a lot.
Graham Lovett. What the hell are you doing here?
Peter Lockhart, you old dog. I wasn't expecting to see you.
Well, likewise. What's going on?
District Court trial. I figure you'd know.
Oh, I thought you'd be wrapped by now.
No, we've run over. You guys have been bumped.
Oh.
I'll go find out what's going on.
Oh, Bella, this is Graham Lovett. He's an old Perth colleague of mine. This is Bella Noble.
Hello. So how you been?
Well, good. Great. What's the case?
Oh, murder. Pretty straightforward.
Well, good luck with it.
Luck's got bugger all to do with it. You know the drill. You ever miss the big stuff? I mean, DUIs and traffic fines can't be all that exciting.
Graham, I can assure you I've got a lot more than that to occupy my time.
There's an opening at the Children's Court in Perth. You'd be a shoo-in.
No, thanks. Not for me.
Be good to have you back. Bernadette would be pleased. Up to you, just a thought.
The cyclone warning's been updated. The Mish is on yellow now.
Sounds ominous. There's not better get in. Are you staying in town?
Yeah, Newtown Motel.
Yeah. Catch up later?
Sure. So we on?
We're at the Sunset Courts.
The school is out.
Well, they don't want offenders walking around while the kids are in school.
Well, what about the conference room at the motel?
Now, they definitely don't want clients hanging around.
No, of course not.
Sam, you're going to have to ferry people back and forth from the courthouse, because if they can't see us there, they'll just go home.
Shouldn't we just call court off for the day?
Well, we're here now. Might as well make the most of it.
We're going to need a lot of change.
Hey?
The lights run on a coin-operated system when the place is closed. No one can find the manager to come in and override it. So until we find him, let's dig deep.
Not again.
You understand what I'm saying? You don't hit. Ever. Not because she was asking for it. Not because she pushed your buttons. Never. Are you taking in what I'm saying?
Yep.
And madam, this is for you too. There is no excuse for your husband ever to hit you. But let me say this. When you bait him and bait him and bait him, almost beg him to lash out at you, don't be surprised if he actually does. Right? You both need to get some help. Or you need to end this relationship. What you don't need is to continue in this cycle. Am I making myself clear?
Yep.
So you did drive the car?
Yes, but only because he said...
Well, you and I both know that's not going to cut it. You better think up another excuse.
So different here. So much to learn.
Carl, could you go and find Bernie Reynolds, please?
Yeah.
See if you can work the brief up with him. Sure. Okay?
I understand he's a no-show, and we're seeking a bench warrant, Your Honour.
You know you're not allowed to light fires, Jack. I don't know how many times I can make the same argument for you.
You've done good before. You tell him again.
I'll do my best, but no promises, eh?
So you're ready?
As ready as I'm ever going to be. I reckon we'll do all right today.
They're ready now.
Not yet.
Yeah? They want to talk to you. They want to meet you. I can take you.
But I'm going back to Perth soon.
To your grandmother's people.
I know. Look, thank you, but there's just no time. Huh?
Yeah? I'll wait.
Celebrating her birthday that evening, and
I'll come and get you when we're ready, okay?
she maintained...
So, was that man your grandfather?
In fact, approached Constable Banks as a dad.
The warning's still yellow, but there is a concern that it may go red overnight.
Yeah, but it's heading away from Jellwater, though, eh?
Should be okay, but the problem is we don't know whether we'll be able to fly tomorrow and whether the roads will stay open. The one to the Mish is already hard to negotiate.
It's probably best if you three stay overnight. I can get them to send a bigger plane tomorrow, either to take us all back to Jellwater or take us back to Broome. Ellie's coming with us.
You want to go on and take a punt?
Maybe you should stay. It could get hairy out there.
Danger's my middle name.
Well, let's hit the road then. Carl, are you going to stay?
No, I'll come with you.
I'd feel much more comfortable if you stayed with us.
Yeah, but Sam said that it's heading away from Jellwater. I reckon we'll be okay.
Okay. Good work today, everybody, under some difficult circumstances. Thank you.
Norris, you're going to miss all this, eh?
I hope they appreciate you.
Well, I'm not sure they do, but I like it. I get to make a difference. That's rewarding in itself.
Shame it's a bit of a waste in the end, though.
Why would you say that?
Well, let's face it. Any change is going to take generations, right? If at all.
I'm not prepared to write off an entire generation just yet.
Oh, come on, Peter. It's finger in the dike stuff, surely. You're the poor little Dutch boy plugging up the hole.
Charming.
I'm sorry, but it's true. The problems are overwhelming.
We may not see wholesale change in this generation, but this is where it starts.
In a shed?
Yeah, in a shed if it has to. There are a lot of projects up here that are very dear to my heart. I have elders participating in the court at Jalwada.
What you need are more blackfellas with degrees. Like the one you've got now, not some elders without training. Skill up, I say.
Well, a piece of paper's not necessarily the answer. Experience should count for something, shouldn't it? At least it did when I was last in Perth.
Sorry to bother you. Can I see you for a second?
Of course.
I'll go and get a table. You up for it? Good day.
I just spoke to Mum. I thought you should know she and a bunch of the women are heading up to Jalwada.
For?
Trouble if Harry Pope sits in court.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Not in the car. How you doing? Yeah, baby. I just ringing just to let you know everything's all right. What? The cyclone.
Sam, stop! Stop! Please, we can't.
Yeah, we're currently in a Category 3 cyclone. Yeah, it's dangerous. Well, it's heading towards Category 4. Cyclone Tracy was Category 4. Yeah. Look, I just sort of called just to let you know that everything's all right and don't worry. All right, I'm losing you. All right, I'll call you later.
She didn't even know what was going on. Old Jack wants to take me to see my family.
If you haven't changed your mind.
Well, I've got what I've come here for.
Have you?
I can make a connection with him when I come back next time.
What's Carl doing out there? Is that lightning?
Nah, he's taking photos.
In a fucking cyclone?
Yeah, he's mad as a cut snake.
What happened?
In the ditch. Well, that's okay. I have some really moody pictures.
Looks like they caught the tail end of the cyclone. I wonder how the court shoulder held up.
I've never seen such a place. It's wonderful.
We've got company.
What do you reckon's going on? Shit. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, what's the problem? Is it that man?
Oh, yeah, listen, yeah, that man. Don't point. Listen, why don't you go and get cleaned up? There's some toilets down the back there. All right, and I'll fill you in later after court. You won't let him sit.
Won't he?
Cyclone got the court. We're in the church today. Peter's down looking at the damage. He wants a chat.
Yeah, I bet he does. Calm will drive.
I reckon it's the only way. When there's a rod for your back, you just don't need. And God knows, the higher-ups have always been against it.
You made it all right?
Yeah.
I'm considering asking both Harry and Albert to stand down. The community can decide then whether or not they want either man back on the bench to represent them.
Albert's a good man. He's done great things for this community.
So has Harry.
Don't go tarring Albert with the same brush.
Drew, I've got no choice. I can't play Lord High Executioner. Harry hasn't been charged. Innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, but we all know that that's not true. You undo this experiment, it's going to make it so much harder to get it up and going again. Can you risk that?
I was under the impression you thought the whole thing was tokenistic, Sam.
Yeah, I know. Maybe it is. But you do this, it's white fella giveth, white fella taketh away.
Well, this is the only solution I can come up with.
You know that Harry is a bad man. You know it. I know you're supposed to be about impartiality, but you got to get your hands dirty, Peter. Sometimes you have to stand up for what you believe in, right?
Sam's right.
You got my opinion?
We'll leave you to it.
Big mess, eh? Shouldn't take too long to clean up, though.
No. Walk with me.
What?
You've asked him to play God this time.
And?
And don't turn around and rail against him if he makes the wrong choice, okay? It isn't fair.
Good fishing after cyclone. Turns them all up. Fish don't know which way to go. Reckon you'll have a chance to get out there after court today?
Not today.
Ah, I miss this place. Done some good work down south, though. Ministers coming up here. Got money coming into community from them.
Come on, let's go.
Worthwhile, eh?
Harry, don't take your place in court today.
Why?
I think you know why.
That's just all talk, Peter. Some people, they want to bring a good man down, you know? Can't stand it when they think someone else is doing better than them. That's all.
Even so, I have a responsibility, and I'm asking you as a friend. Don't sit at the table with me.
I don't come in there today. What's that gonna say, eh? That I'm running with my tail between my legs. That I've got a reason to run.
I can't be seen to be doing nothing. I have to let the community decide.
Let them decide? What? But I'm a guilty man? After everything I've done for this mob?
This doesn't take away from all the good work you've done. I'm sorry, Harry.
You think I'm guilty?
This is for the best. You have to do what's right by the community. And what's right is for you to step down.
You're just a fucking visitor here, mate. It's my place. My country.
I know.
You know, you know. You think throwing us a few bones is gonna make us respect you?
No, I think taking responsibility for my actions is going to make people respect me. And that's what I think you should do too, Harry. Don't come to court today.
All rise. The court is now in session.
Mr. Ellis. Harry, please. Harry, I'm asking you as a friend, don't force my hand. I fought long and hard to instigate the elders' participation in this court because I believed because I believe it to be important to this community. I believed it would be just the beginning, that this court would be an example to others. And because of that, I'd hope to avoid this situation. I'm not convinced that Elder Pope has the confidence of this community any longer. I had asked him not to be present at court today, but sadly, he has taken his seat regardless. This means I have no choice but to be stronger in my request. Elder Pope, I will ask you one more time to vacate your seat, or I will adjourn this court and nothing further will happen here today. This court is adjourned.
Wait here, and I'll come and get you when we need you, eh? You got a sec? Sure. I wanted to catch up with you at the Mish the other day, but I had a couple of clients that I had to follow up. I just wanted to say that I think it was a good thing that you did there. I know it was a hard call. But he's out of there now. The community gonna send him bush, exile him, cultural way.
Sam, I knew Harry Pope was a good man who did good things. But you were right. I had to stand up for what I believed in. I've been thinking for a few days, well, quite a while actually, about that piece of paper you're always on it drew about.
Yeah?
The system needs someone to skill up and step up to the plate.
This is English you're talking, right?
You'd make a fine lawyer, Sam. You're practically one already. I was talking to some friends in Perth. We think we can swing you a place at uni. That's if you want to.
I don't know. Who's going to take my place?
I don't know. We'll find someone. They won't be as good, but there'll be someone. You do an enormous amount for your people, Sam. Imagine how much more you could accomplish if you had a degree.
I'll think about it, eh?
Sure. Well, the offer's there.
Billy's up today.
Yeah, I know. I'll see him there. Mr. Owens, I hope you realise how serious it is to leave a weapon unstored and unguarded.
Yes, sir.
I'm fining you $350 plus $55 court costs.
Is he here yet? Louise said that she'd go and get him and bring him here herself.
Well, he's up next.
I can't pull him out of thin air, Drew.
I didn't say you could. I'm just letting you know that they're going to call him in a couple of seconds.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honour.
Billy Wallen.
Your Honour, Sergeant Temple, I need a little leniency on this matter as my client is travelling en route with his mother and they are running a little late.
Yeah, I've no problem, Your Honour.
Let's place him a little lower down the list, please.
Thank you, Your Honour.
Who have we got next?
That was his last chance.
Mary Warrens.
sorry. It took all my strength to get him dressed and bring him here.
That's not your fault.
Sam,
You what now?
he's not fit to appear. Send him home.
And then what happens? His Styles has it in for the kid. And frankly, I can't trust him. And if drinking gets him out of it now, what's he gonna do next?
Sam, it's going to be pretty obvious that he's drunk.
But there's nothing I can do about that.
Billy, you listen to me. Head down, shame stance, and you don't say anything unless the magistrate asks you to. Do you understand me?
You can't tell me what to do.
Yes, he can. Because if you don't do as you're told, I'll wash my hands of you. I'll make sure that Styles applies a bench warrant and that you get arrested. That means you'll be spending the time between now and your next court date in custody, clear?
Come on, let's go in.
Drew, isn't that man the one you know from the other court?
Yeah. Thanks.
Billy Wallen.
Your Honour, I'm a little concerned the defendant seems unwell.
That is correct, Your Honour. My client is a little unwell. He is suffering from sinus problems.
Is your client prepared to continue, Mr. Ellis?
Yes, he is, Your Honour.
Sergeant Temple?
I have no problem with that, Your Honour.
Very well. Stand up, please, Billy. Billy, you were charged with drunken disorderly, abusive language and criminal damage. Do you understand the charges?
Yes.
And how do you plead?
We plead guilty, Your Honour.
Thank you.
The group reportedly moved on from the highway to the Junction Highway service station where they continued to drink, use abusive language and throw bottles at passing cars. When the owner of the service station came out to move the youths along, he was verbally abused, and the youths tore down a signpost from the front of the service station and smashed several windows. The defendant admitted to the offences in interview. There is a record, Your Honour.
Your Honour, please.
Your Honour, my client is going through a particularly hard time at the moment. He has fallen into the wrong crowd, and he believes that he has no real future. There are no jobs available, and sadly, boredom is playing a major role in his behaviour at the moment. My client comes from a good home and a very supportive family, and we believe that his behaviour at the moment is just a temporary aberration.
Thank you, Mr. Ellis. Stand up, please, Billy. Billy, I would hardly encourage anyone to believe that boredom is a reason for you to behave the way you've been behaving. It's no excuse, and you know that. I want you to look at me and listen. You are on a very bad track, young man. Now, something has to break this cycle, but I am reluctant to separate you from your family. So I am sentencing you to a 4-month community development order. Billy, I would think strongly about building a better community, not trashing it. All right?
Thank you, Your Honour.
Andrew Browning.
So you're on a suspended sentence?
Yeah, 5 months.
Well, you know you can't, well, you know you're going to have to go to prison. You're going to have to do some real time.
Yeah.
Here. Could you explain a suspended sentence for me, please?
Sure.
Excuse me.
Okay, so basically how it works. For the next 5 months.
What are you doing here, Jack?
Waiting.
You know when you said that you'd wait for me? Well, I didn't think you'd follow me all over the country and wait for me. But the fact is that I might not be ready for a long, long time. You know, maybe when I come back, like on holiday. Look, I can't do this right now. Don't you understand? So maybe it's better if you don't wait for me. You know, I can call you. You know, I can come looking for you when I'm ready. Well, if I've changed my mind. You know, I appreciate this. Thank you. But... Jack, did you know my old man Charlie? Did you meet him?
Yeah, long time ago.
Okay, where's he now? No, leave the house if you have to. Better him than you. Look, I'll be there as soon as I can. He's trashing the house and threatening Louise. Well, go. I promised this girl's family I'd be here. Sam, you can't save the world. Go.
Billy! It's me! You're gonna let me get you some help!
Fuck you! You don't give a shit! You're a slut of fucking slut! I wish I was dead! You fucking everyone!
You! I'm gonna